Well, the Grambling State Tigers fell to Prairie View University 28-13 in the State Fair Classic, marking the 7th loss to the Panthers in the last 8 years. Head coach Mickey Joseph says the execution simply hasn't been there for GSU, and he takes sole responsibility for that. That the season is still young, but he says his team needs to get clicking to stay on track to reach their ultimate goal.
You know, we're getting some unscouted looks, and it takes us time for us to get going with it. But that's on me. I gotta do a better job of just getting generic plays that it's good for any front, you know. And we want to identify the box on our run game, and they did some different things, you know. So we gotta make plays also, you know. Like we gotta make those catches, and we gotta get a hat on a hat. So we gotta do better, you know, of executing. But I gotta do a better of getting the plays called, better plays called. It's week to week in this conference that you'll see something one week and then the next week they're doing something differently. So we got to get them ready for the unscouted look. So we got to have plays that, you know, is good against everything. And, you know, when you're dealing with a young team, we got young skill kids, you know. At one point in the game, we got 3 redshirt freshmen and a sophomore quarterback and redshirt freshman at running back. So we got to help them. We got to help them. We got to help them with the play calling, and, you know, to get us to start fast. But like I said, that when you lose around here, it's on me. It's on me. You know, I take accountability. I know people get tired of me saying it's on me, but I'm the head coach. So I got to do a better job with this entire football team when we lose games like this and we don't play our best game, especially after the week we had a preparation that I thought was one of the best weeks we ever had since I've been here. But it just didn't show on the field on game day.
And the Grambling State Tigers indeed have a bye week, back in action October 11th against Texas Southern. All right, let's do some high school volleyball. West Ouachita hosting the Ruston Lady Bearcats. Early on, the Lady Chiefs coming out hot with the hot start. The Chiefs serve up the ace right away to start things off in this set. Then she's going to come back with another service ace right there. Good start for West Ouachita. The Lady Chiefs going to keep the momentum going. Check this one out. A big-time kill at the net is going to roll things up. That's our future star of the week right there, Miss Adams. Here's this big-time kill from the Lady Chiefs going to the back line, unable to be returned from the Lady Bearcats. But they would quickly turn things back around. It's going to start right here. Brooklyn Bissell, she's going to serve up the ace right here of her own. This one just unable to be returned back into play. And then it's Jane Ramsey right here with the huge spike at the net. We've seen Miss Ramsey do this all season long. She continues to be dominant at the net. Check her out right here. Big time swing, and yeah, back line, nobody getting to that one. Yeah, how about this one? It's Naomi Smith coming up with the service ace of her own to keep things going for the Lady Bearcats. And yeah, they would roll in this one. Ruston sweeps West Ouachita in this one, 3-0. Your final on that one. Also in action, the West Monroe Lady Rebels taking on the Walsman Lady Wildcats in this one. West Monroe already took set number 1, 25-18. Here's the second set. Check out Parker Burford right here, serving up the ace, our future star of the week as well. Right there, beautiful stuff from her. Then it's Bree Johnston with the big time kill from the outside. Check her out, right over the blocker's hands right there. She's going to get the point to go. Then it's Briley Stevenson. She had herself quite a big day. Just kind of floats one over there on the serve. She gets the ace right there. West Monroe is going to take set number 2. But in set number 3, the Lady Wildcats would answer back. There we go with the diving dig, and then check out Messiah Whitlock with the kill right there. And then it's going to be Amelia Isaac right here, big swing. This one is going to fall right there out of the back line. West Monroe unable to return it. Wildcats with the point. Then it's Danielle Allen, with the ace right there. Walsman would take set number 3, 25-18, and set number 4, it would be all West Monroe. Ava West with the big time kill down the line. Then how about Kaylee Frost? She's going to flip one over the net. This one's just going to roll right over, but you know what? Hey, it works. West Monroe gets the point right there, and then Miss Stevenson serving up another ace right here. West Monroe would hang on to get the win 3-1, 25-18, 25-11, 18-25, 25-20, but what an impressive performance from the Wildcats. More on them come your way next week. And final volleyball game of the night, Richwood Rams hosting the Ouachita Lady Lions in this one. How about Demetria Jackson with the serve? Lady Lions return this one, but it would go through the back line, out of bounds, point for the Lady Rams at that point. But then it would be the Aviana Williams show. Check her out here. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 aces back to back to back to back in this one. You see that first ace right there from her, and then she's going to do it once again just placing it in the right spot, and yeah, nobody able to return that one. How about Miss Williams once again? Yeah, you know what it is, another service ace. This one returned out of bounds. We'll show you one more of her aces right here as Miss Williams going to do it again. She went on a bit of a roll on that one to extend out the Lady Lions lead in set number 1, but the Lady Rams trying to answer back in this one. It'd be Caden Jordan. She's going to serve up the ace of her own right here. I can tell you, Ouachita would take set number 1. Was not able to find a final from this one, but I tell you what, Ouachita looked quite dominant in this one as they were taking on the Richwood Rams. Richwood showing some good signs, but Ouachita just very, very strong in this one. Let's move to high school football. We talked about it last week. The voting continues for the T-Mobile Friday Night 5G Live Sweepstakes, and the River Oaks Mustangs need your help. Last week, Mustangs were announced as a top 25 school in the contest and was awarded an additional $25,000 to go along with their already won money in this one. Now they have the opportunity to win the grand prize of $1 million. Assistant Principal Ryan Dixon says they need the entire Monroe community to get behind them to help them show that no matter the size of the school or community, big things are possible.
There'll be a link that we'll share across all of our social medias. We'll have QR codes that'll be shown as well, but you can go vote once a day, every single day, with any email account. So if you've got more than one email accounts, you can go and vote more than once a day. And then every day, just repeat that process. You know, call aunts, uncles, cousins, whoever lives out of town that may not have a school that they're supporting, and you get them to vote for River Oaks. You know, because again, this is for us, but it's really big for our community. Just again, so people who live in the surrounding areas see what's possible. You know, when you have a tight-knit community, a tight-knit family like what we have here, and what we can do with the right support. And that's mainly, you know, the message we want to show is, as a small but diverse private school arena, you know, when you come together like a family, anything's possible. And that's kind of what we're preaching to our kids and our students is, you know, you made this happen, but we want everybody else to see that too.
And you can find the link to vote for the Mustangs over on our website, myarklamis.com. That's all the time here in The Score. Thanks for watching.